Hello and welcome to hobby vlog number 187. Now again, it's been another quiet week. I've done very little hobbying. Mostly the hobbying has been done with Rosie. Quite a lot of it not on camera. We've made some really good progress and I will report at the end of the video exactly how far we've got. So yeah, it's been a quiet one. I think it's going to be quiet for a little while. As I said in the last vlog, I've got a lot of tourney to do. I've got a very short deadline to get it done in. So pretty much any time I've got, rather than sitting hobbying, I'm just having to put into that, which is just one of those things. But I am going to try and do a little bit every day, a little bit every week, and keep it going. So yeah, we'll see how I manage. Another thing to add, I'm going to pop some pictures up on the screen now. Today, for the first time since we made it, Rosie decided to play with her castle that we made. And so I went with her, we took all of the masking off the bottom of her figures that we painted up, and she had a lot of fun putting them together and placing them in places and having a little bit of fun with the castle. As I speak now, the castle has a dinosaur in it and various other creatures as well. She's been having a blast. So I thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I do love those comments. They really inspire me, so don't be shy, do say hi. And thanks for watching, as I say, and I'll see you at the end. Well, that seems to have worked well. I have actually noticed that there's still a little bit of a red tinge on this undercarriage, so I'll get a little bit more of a spray on that. But yeah, the spray paint has stuck much better. So notwithstanding the fact that I need to do a little bit more just on that little bit there, what I'm going to do now is just do a silver dry brush, pretty much. I'm not going to do anything much more complicated than that. And once I've done that, I'll take all the masking off. And yeah, so what I'm also thinking of doing is just do the silver dry brush over the top of the tracks as well. So yes, that's working nicely. I'm pretty happy with how this is coming on, and I've got 4 days left and I feel like I might even achieve it. I'm not sure whether I'm going to set these onto something. I might do a very simple base, but the fact is that it clips together. So if I'm going to do something like if I'm going to do something like a base, it's going to have to allow that to continue as well, which is obviously going to be a little bit more complicated. If I can get it to work, there we are. So you see it snaps together really nicely. So I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to put a base on these or just leave them. What I could do, I suppose, is do a base that goes just like a 5mm on the outside of each, and then do some of the stones. But yeah, I'm not sure. Ballast, that's the word. But I'm not sure. I'll bring you along if I do that. But otherwise, a little bit of spray, a little bit of silver work, a little bit of silver work on the tracks, and then I'll bring you back, show what it looks like. It'll be a nice quick project, this. That was relatively easy, but it took me far longer than it should have, just because of a lack of motivation and what have you. But at least I've done it. So let's peel the masking off and see what it looks like. And there we are. So now we have a much better looking wheels, and then the 2 bogies that I took off the truck are done as well. So what's left for me to do on this now is some washes on this, and also on the actual truck, which is here. So just look to wash that, and then the project will be done for now. Now there's probably a lot more to be done. Like I said, I might buy another set of this, or some more trucks or something. But for now, that's going to do for the challenge. It's very simple. I just wanted to get something done, and I'm pleased that I've got a little bit done. So I'll bring it up when I've done the washes. Just deaden down some of this bright silver. Put a little bit of null on it, and a bit of null on that as well, and that should do it. But maybe put something inside there, but I'm not sure. But I still think it's going to be nice to for gaming purposes. And yeah, I've learned a bit, so that can't be a bad thing. Well, I've had a delivery this week, which I've not taken out the box yet, as you can see. but I know what it is. So this is some more LimboDivision stuff. Let's see what it actually is. So I think these are the cowgirls. Yeah. So they'll go back onto the pile, onto the mountain of opportunity. But they're really good. They've got these little books. Well, I actually helped proofread this one, which is pretty cool. Because I'm on the Discord. It's a good Discord to be on. So that's one of them. And then the other one will be very similar. I'm not making time to do hobbying at the moment. I actually have 2 LimboDivision kits down on my painting bench, but I've not even looked at them for such a long time. So this one's the one that has a little bit of photo etch, which is going to be fun. So there we are. Just a little bit more of things to go onto the shelves and eventually to appear on the channel.
It is a bit difficult for you, isn't it? But you're doing very well. So this morning Rosie woke me up. She got up out of her bed, came upstairs, didn't you, love? And said, I want to do some hobbying. So here we are. We're working on the tank. We're up to step 32, and Rosie is following the instructions really well, but she's finding it a little difficult to press the Lego down. So I'm going to turn the camera off or reach round and help, because you know what to do, but it's just a bit difficult, isn't it, pressing it in, love, isn't it? Yeah. But you're doing really well. Are you having fun? Yeah. And what were you most excited about this step? Were you most excited about the black bits going in? Yeah. So we put the black bits in, and yesterday we got the little shovel in, didn't we, love? Yeah. I was very excited to get to that bit. So yeah, we're having a lot of fun. I have broken a bit, but I'll be able to fix it with glue. I'll detail that in another clip. But yeah, just thought a little bit of shaky cam showing how Rosie is actually working on it and helping as much as she can. It's very, very early days for her with her Lego experience. You're just finding it hard to push in. Yes, I shall help you now, love. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Well, I've dirtied this up. Used a load of Null oil on it, just to make it slightly less clean looking, which has worked well. So what I now need to do is hopefully get these put back on without breaking them. That's easy enough, good. So there we are. That's the front one was harder. There we are. That's the that back on its wheels. And then I've not done as much on the tracks as I thought I would. Actually proving to be a little bit more, a little bit more effort required than I want to put in now. So that was my practice one that I was working on. I'm actually going to completely repaint them, I think, and then base them, but I don't have time at the moment to do that, unfortunately. So what we do have here is the train is done, and we'll sit on the tracks like that. And one of the tracks is a little bit better than it was, but not great. So I do, as I say, need to base these. Put the ballast in between, so I'll probably do them onto thin strips of cardboard and then ballast them, and then they'll look a lot better. But I'll do that next. I'll do that another time. I've at least made a start on this project, and that's enough. Today's the 30th. That is the last day of the challenge, so I can get some photographs of that. A lot nicer than they were, a lot better looking than it was, much better for going onto a table than it was. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. I've learned a lot, and I'll probably do more on this sort of thing in the future. And of course, when I do, I'll bring you along. While I was on my holiday, I went past my mum's and picked up a load of stuff from my dad's. She decided finally to go through it and offer me any things that I may want. And one of the things was my dad's old camera. And there is a chance, it's a beautiful camera, look. It's an old Nikon D3200. So there's a chance that I may end up using this with a big flash. Big external flash. I may end up using this for some more different shots when I'm hobbying. I'm not sure at the moment, as obviously is clear based on these vlogs. What I'm doing is much less hobbying and consequently much less videoing. However, that won't be the case forever. I still have the love for it, I just don't have the time for it. But when I get back to doing properly, I might be able to do a few more alternate shots, things like that, which I thought might be quite nice. Now, I don't know whether I will. I am also massively, incredibly lazy, and editing is the last thing I like doing, so making the editing more complicated might not be the best of ideas to motivate me to make videos, but I might give it a go. It might work nicely for maybe some of the back reps or what have you, or some of the model railway stuff when I get to that. Eventually that might work nicely as well. But anyway, just thought I'd show that. This is my dad's old camera. It's a pleasure for me, great pleasure for me to have it. I've also got his old tripod, which I remember for all my life, which is just another thing that's awesome. And there was loads of other stuff, but nothing that's to do with anything to do with hobbying, so don't need to share that. Anyway, there we are. So we'll see, maybe suddenly a couple of B-roll shots or secondary shots might turn up, which might be interesting. All right, quick update on the tank. As I say, we've been hobbying together quite a lot, and we've actually finished the first bag of materials, apart from I've been left with one piece. So I'm going to have to go back through and find out where that goes. But that means that we have reached finished step 45. The next step is step 46, which is bag 2. So whether we get to that before they go away, they leave on Tuesday. So we might get a little bit of time before they go away to do a little bit more. I'm not sure, of course, I'll film if I do. But yeah, she's having a really good time with this and I'm loving it. So yeah, this was a nice little hobby and a nice gift for her from my holiday. So there we are, that's what I got done this week. As I say, did a lot of hobbying with Rosie, but not a lot of it on camera, just because it was done. She'd come over from school or come up after work and do a little bit, not very long, maybe a few minutes, just get a little bit done and then head off again, just however much she wanted to do. But yeah, we're about a third of the way through the build now, so it's going well. It's starting to look good and she really is enjoying it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you do manage to get this far, really appreciate it. Leave a comment below. Those sorts of things do mean everything to me. The comments are brilliant. So yeah, don't be shy. Do say hi, as I say. And yeah, I'll wrap up by saying, as I always do, still going on. If any of you out there are impacted directly or indirectly by the horrific war in Ukraine, then my thoughts do go out to you and everyone that you know who may be in that horrible situation. Can't believe it's still going on. And to everyone, please do stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.